All right, everybody. Hope you're doing well. I think yesterday or the day before, I did a video about my new WASR. It's a 2020 model, and I just wanted to kind of show you what I did to change it, because I am not happy with the stock WASR10 as it comes from Century Arms. I think that's kind of a joke of a way to make your rifle 922R compliant. Anyways, I have the gun here almost all the way customized how I'm going to keep it. I might change a few things here or there, but I kind of like it how it is now. So I'll go ahead and show you it. Here's the AK. And I'll kind of walk through what I did. I'll take the bayonet off first. So from the back to the front, I got a trapdoor cleaning kit in there. I refinished the buttstock and the butt plate. Nice Russian red. Got a Polish Bakelite pistol grip or whatever the material is. I did buy a bunch of trigger hammers from Lee's Mags, and I replaced the Rack 1 Century Arms trigger, which is this boy right here. I took this out of the gun, put a new WASR10 Romanian trigger hammer, just this piece, just this component. Put it in here, and now it's mechanically sound because the Rack 1 trigger, I fear, is too hard for most import bolt carrier groups. I think you should have the original, like the OEM part for your gun if it's going to be interfacing that violently back and forth with each other. Those, the trigger, your hammer and your bolt carrier tail run into each other. So it's good to have just an OEM part. Lee's Mags is selling new Romanian hammers, so I've got a couple and put one in here. I am going to switch out this safety selector for a WVP enhanced one, just because it's nicer. You can use your finger to flip it down without having to adjust your grip angle or whatever. And that's the other thing with these normal style safeties. I usually just take my hand off and move it down like that. I don't know if anybody else does it. I've seen guys flip them down like this. I'm not. I find I can just do it quicker just by putting it down like that. But that's just how I do it. But with the WVP enhanced safety, I can just go down like that. So I put an underfolder on the front. That's laminated wood. I put a Russian gas tube cover. It's the only closest thing I had that I haven't refinished that matches. So that's laminated as well. Now I'm a little bit weird. I actually like these plain muzzle nuts for the end of these barrels. It just looks a little bit more Soviet to have a plain, unfinished. The sugar scoop is nice. They're effective brakes. It's just, I think this aesthetically, and this gun is for my collection, so I got it for aesthetics. And to shoot, but I just like it reminds me of the old style AKs, or maybe a Type 56, but they just had a barrel sticking out the front. Like an SKS, the Type 56 SKS is how they just have a barrel poking out the front. Kind of very crude and unrefined. I like that. That's kind of why I like the AKs. Crude and unrefined, but it's very effective and very reliable. I put this Romanian sling. Now somebody was saying they hate these slings because they're too small. I've never really had an issue. I know a lot of American shooters, if they're doing their transition drills, they'll have their gun up and then they'll throw it around like they're buckling their seatbelt and pull their pistol out. I've never had an issue with this. Maybe because if I shoot and I do a transition drill, I carry my pistol on my left side. I'm a southpaw when it comes to shooting pistol because I'm left-eye dominant. But I shoot my rifles right hand because the manual of arms and the way I was taught when I kind of started getting into guns, I was taught to shoot my rifles right-handed. So I'm used to looking with my right eye for a rifle. But I found that I shoot better with my left hand for a pistol. So, you know, all I usually do if I'm transitioning, I just throw the gun down like this, pull the pistol and pick it up like that. So there's no real issue there as far as this sling goes. It's just a nice Romanian nylon sling. But yeah, pretty much that's it. Oh, let me complete the... You gotta forgive me, guys. I was never a Romanian or a Russian conscript. I never was taught to affix an AK bayonet in the military, so yeah, that's my Romanian WASR10 2020 model. I'm going to be getting some Bakelite mags and seeing if they fit in this one. I was having some issues. I haven't done any work on the magwell yet because if you don't know, the magwell had a little bit of fitment issues with some of my surplus mags. None of my polymers, which was the weird part. But the new Bulgarian steel mags that I have, I got a bunch of these. All of them fit great. They come out easy, so. But yeah, this is a Romanian WASR10 2020 model. I may or may not get a aperture sight for this one, just like my other one, but I'll probably just keep it standard, just so, you know, when my kids get older, they can pick this up and go, oh, this is what an AK is. And, you know, they can look down and see how, you know, communist slaves had to do it. Maybe in Vietnam or whatever. So, yeah, that was it. That's how this new WASR looks. I may change out a few things, depending, you know, it's whatever. But I'm pretty happy with it so far. I had a few surplus pieces lying around, and they fit on this gun, so I'm pretty happy about it. That's the WASR10 2020 model. Great gun. Unfortunate that Century Arms has to be the one to import these. I wish that the Romanians would open up shop here in America like the Serbians have done and just sell their own AKs. Well, you know, beggars can't be choosers as far as what we like with the firearms market. I mean, these are very, very popular, very, very common AKs. And there's a reason for that. It's because they're good quality and reliable. It just, like I'm saying, I'm just lamenting that we have to pay Century Arms in order to get these. Because Century Arms really does a shitty job putting, you know, quality components on there. They don't even include, you know, all the accoutrement for it. You know, no bayonets, no sling. I mean, I understand the surplus pouches and the bayonets and stuff. Like, I understand those being kind of hot ticket items at this point. Kind of. I'm sure they're still making bayonets somewhere in the world for AKs, but definitely a sling should be included with these rifles and a cleaning kit, because I know for sure they make new cleaning kits. So, anyways, that's all I have to say about this rifle. Now, I will make one note. I think it would be totally dope, because I'm aware that Palmetto State Armory, they're making a Spiker AK. I think it would be really dope if, just like how they sell their AR-15 parts kits, if they sold a Spiker front sight that was journaled to press fit on a Romanian profile barrel. Because what I would do is take this front sight off here and put a Spiker right on there. That'd be really, really dope. I like Type 56 AKs, how they have the spikes on them. So, but, you know, for now I'm very happy with just having a little bit of a stabby bayonet. Yeah, that's my WASR10 2020 model. Hope you'd enjoy watching this. Maybe you got some ideas for an AK you're looking at getting. I just have to say one more time, I'm not a fan of, you know, unless it's like a Bulgarian 74 or maybe even East German. If it has wood on it, You know, unless it's one of those other ones, or maybe, you know, like a Serbian, how they had beechwood. But if it's like a, you know, Russian or a Romanian or something like that, they should have laminate furniture for the most part. Just looks nicer and it's more robust. Doesn't split or crack under heating. Doesn't move around as much. Doesn't swell or, you know, shrink with cooling or heating cycles. But yeah, that's my new AK. I will talk to you guys later. I'll do another AK related video coming soon. Maybe show like some of my RPKs alongside the AKs. But yeah, thanks again, guys. Hope you're doing well. Bye-bye.